Okay, now observe that eighth problem. Nana. In this question, the data is giving there is a tower AB on the level ground. From two observation points which are 4 meters away and 9 meters away, two observation points are there. They are making angle of elevations. They are making an angle of elevations which are complementary. Complementary means if one angle is theta, the other angle is 90 degrees minus theta. Two angles whose sum is 90, those are called complementary angles. That's why if one angle is theta, the other one is 90 degrees minus theta. These are the angle of elevations from the two observation points to look at the top of the tower. Okay, Nana, here also. To look at the top of the tower. Understood? Then what is the height of the tower? That one they are asking. Clearly, whenever there is a situation, the tower is vertical to the ground, so 90 degrees will be there. As I told you before, two angles will be there, related to right angles will come. Those are related to theta. CAB is the first right angle triangle, one right angle triangle. Related to 90 minus theta, DAB is the bigger right angle triangle. Utilize them to find out H value. So give the brief description regarding the values, given data values. Then use the two right angle triangles. From right angle triangle CAB, I have theta, I want opposite, and I have adjacent side. So obviously I will go for tan theta, that is opposite side AB by adjacent AC. That implies tan theta is equal to AB value H by AC value 4. Let us consider this one as equation 1. Now go for the second right angle triangle related to second angle. That is from right angle triangle DAB, I have angle 90 minus theta, 90 degrees minus theta. Its opposite side as H, its adjacent side as 9. Second observer point is 9 meters from the tower. So I will go for tan of that angle 90 minus theta equal to its opposite side AB by its adjacent side AD in this second right angle triangle. Understood, Nana? This implies tan 90 minus theta means applications of trigonometry, that is cot theta is equal to AB value is small h by AD value we have 9. Let it be equation 2. Now here is tan theta as h by 4, here cot theta is h by 9. I want to multiply them from 1 and 2. Tan theta into cot theta is equal to h by 4 into h by 9. Understood? That implies tan theta into cot theta is always 1, its value, because both are reciprocal functions to each other, reciprocal ratios to each other. That's why their product is 1. That is equal to h into h square by 36, 4 nines. When it comes to this side, this is 36 into 1 is 36. I can write it as 6 square equal to h square. That implies then h equal to plus or minus root 6 square. That implies h is equal to plus or minus 6. That is the actual value of h according to mathematics. But h is the height of the tower, which cannot be measured in negative values. Therefore, height of the tower h equal to 6 meters positive value. That's it. This is the conclusion. Understood, Nana? See how much simple that it is. Okay, ma, now we are taking the 9th problem. In this problem, what information we have is there is a jet flying, okay, from the level ground. The angle of elevation to locate the jet is 60 degrees. Means from a point A to observe the jet B, the angle of elevation from the normal side is 60 degrees. If the jet is flying at a constant height for 15 seconds, it will go to new position, let it be C. It will reach C. Then the angle of elevation to this new position is, this one is 45 degrees. And the jet is flying at a constant height of 1500 root 3 meters. Then how much distance traveled means BC, but in the question they are asking what is the speed of the jet. So we know that speed of the jet, speed equal to distance by time. Already time is given that the jet is flying for 15 seconds. So if we are able to find out this distance BC, that gives you distance by time as required speed of the jet. For that, what we have to utilize? Observe that when the jet is at B, the height will be A, B, C, D, and this one is E. Understood, Nana? This is the data. Once again, I am explaining. From the level ground, an observer is looking at a jet with an angle of elevation 60 degrees. You can also write this one as the upper angle 60 degrees here, from normal side to the upper. If the flight is traveled for a time of 15 seconds, it will reach the new position C. Then the angle of elevation to observe the faraway object will be decreased, so 45 degrees. If the jet is flying at a constant height, BD equal to CE as 1500 root 3 meters, what is the speed of the Z they are asking? To find out the speed, we have a formula, distance by time. Time is 15 seconds they had given, find out the distance BC. That BC distance is nothing but DE distance. BC equal to DE according to the rectangular shape. Understood, Nana? Right. How do we calculate this distance BC to find out the speed? Is using the given two angles, there are two right angles triangles to utilize. What are they? Related to 60 degrees angle arms, there is a right angle triangle ADB. Understood? ADB is the first right angle triangle related to 60 degrees. That is the information. Understood? Related to 45 degrees, its extension AEC. Related to 45 degrees, triangle AEC. These are the two right angle triangles related to two given angles. Try to utilize them. How to utilize? Like in the previous problems. Write the brief description regarding the total question. What is AB? What is AC? What is BD? What is CE? Okay. All that information give. Now utilize the data. What is the data? Related to 60 degrees right angle triangle ADB is there. Na? From right angle triangle ADB right angle triangle, you can take it here also. Okay, I have 60 degrees angle and its opposite length height 1500 root 3, this one. BD equal to CE equal to 1500. This one, BD. So I am going to apply tan 60 degrees. That is equal to tan 60 means opposite BD by adjacent AD. This implies root 3 is equal to 1500 root 3 by AD value. Root 3 get cancelled. By cross multiplication we got AD is equal to 1500 meters. Let it be equation 1. From the first angle, using its related right angle triangle, by applying tan theta ratio value, we got AD value, means this piece of the distance, AD. Next, go for the second angle, 45 degrees related right angle triangle. Observe them. These two arms will go and having a vertical. That is right angle triangle AEC. From right angle triangle AEC, I have opposite side as CE 1500 root 3 meters. So I can find out AE distance. For that I am taking tan 45 degrees. Sorry, tan 30 degrees. Wrong entry, Nana. Here this angle is 30 degrees. So tan 30 is equal to opposite side CE by adjacent side AE. Opposite side CE by adjacent side total length AE. This implies tan 30 means 1 by root 3 is equal to CE value 1500 root 3 by AE. Cross multiply AE into 1 is AE equal to 1500 root 3 into this root 3. Therefore, AE is equal to 1500 into root 3 is 3. 1500 into 3, that is AE is equal to 4500 meters. This is the value we are getting from second right angle triangle. Let it be equation 2. Understood, Nana? But our aim is to find out the speed of the jet. That is distance traveled by the jet in the given time. The given time t is equal to 15 seconds we have. Now we want to find out the traveling distance BC. That is nothing but DE. So BC is equal to DE distance. DE will come from AE minus AD. AE minus AD. Understood? AE minus this part AD. That equal to AE value how much we got? 4500 meters minus AD value how much we got? 1500. This is equal to finally 3000 meters. That one is the distance traveled by the jet. Okay, therefore D is equal to 3000 meters, that is the distance traveled by it. Therefore, speed of the jet in 15 seconds time, S equal to distance by T, which is equal to 3000 by time 15 seconds given time. Cancellation gives you 200 meters per second because it is the speed. Okay, Nana? Therefore, S equal to 200 meters per second is the final answer. Have you understood that? Right, Nana? Now, observe that the last important problem, 10th problem of this exercise. You see, all the problems are having two angles related to right angle triangles only, but compulsory there is a variation from one problem to another problem. In the same pattern, we are going to discuss about 10th question. The data contains, now here in this question what they are saying, on the level ground there is a tower AB and a building CD. From the foot of the building C to the top of the tower B, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees, whereas from the foot of the tower A to the top of the building D, the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. Then find the ratio of the heights of the tower and the building. If you observe this data, angle of elevation to see the top of the tower is 30 degrees. Same the angle of elevation from the ground to see the top of the building is 60 degrees. So when the elevation is more, it means that the object is tall. That's why from the data with common sense, angle of elevation to the tower is 30, to the building is 60, means height of the building is bigger, longer, taller than height of the tower. That is the minimum basic common sense. Using that, I have taken tower as little shorter than the top tower height of the building. Okay, this is the data. Now they are asking small h by capital H ratio value. What is the process? Already I am telling. Related to every angle, there is a right angle triangle in the data. Use the right angle triangle and trigonometric ratios. Apply that knowledge to solve the problem heights ratio. So now what are the angles here? 30 degrees is there, 60 degrees is there. Related to 30 degrees, what is the right angle triangle? When these two arms are there vertically, this one. This is 90 degrees. So CAB is the right angle triangle. Data analysis. Related to 60 degrees, this one. These two are going with this vertical. Right angle triangle is ACD. ACD. We want to utilize these two right angle triangles for finding the ratio. So write the description neatly. Now directly I am taking from right angle triangle CAB, CAB, right angle triangle. I have angle opposite side H. I don't know CE value. Let it be distance between the two objects D. Okay. Now tan 30 degrees equal to opposite AB by adjacent CA. This implies tan 30 value 1 by root 3 is equal to small h by D. Okay. This implies cross multiply, send it to this, D by root 3 is equal to h. That is smaller h value. Equation 1 came from first right angle triangle. Okay, Nana? From right angle triangle 60 degree related ACD, ACD tan 60. Why I am using tan value? Unless until the question is related to hypotenuse, we are not supposed to take sine or cos. Better to take tan. That's why tan 60 equal to 60 degrees opposite side CD by adjacent CA. That implies root 3 is equal to tan 60 value, CD value taken as capital H, height of the building, by CA value small d. Now send it to other side. Therefore, D root 3 into D is equal to capital H. That is second equation came from second right angle triangle. Now our required answer is therefore small h by capital H, that is equal to its value D by root 3 by capital H value root 3 into d. Root 3 into d. It means d get cancelled is equal to 1 by root 3 into root 3. 1 by root 3, and this is denominator root 3. This is equal to 1 by 3. That is small h by capital H value. Therefore, required ratio of tower and building heights is equal to 1:3. 1:3. Is that clear, Nana? Right. So please keep it in mind. There are different types of questions under these applications of trigonometry for finding related heights, related distances, their ratios, something like that. The analysis is read the matter properly, interpret the data into diagram. Related to angles, there are two right angle triangles compulsory for short answer questions and for long answer questions. Using the angles, identify the right angle triangles. In that, apply the appropriate trigonometric ratio. Try to get the answer properly. Understood? Practice well. Mathematics will become easy when you listen the classes well, when you practice them by your own with full of interest. Okay, Nana? Be confident.